Widespread layoffs of federal workers are underway. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Thursday, February 13th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Yesterday morning, an official with the Office of Personnel Management emailed staff. OPM is a small agency that functions as a human resources department for the government. And now it's run by allies of Elon Musk, the billionaire advisor to President Donald Trump. The message stated that large-scale layoffs have begun and that they're already overwhelming the office. White House officials are eyeing cuts to agency budgets of between 30% and 40% on average across the government. Those cuts are centered on significant staff reductions. Late yesterday, a federal judge also lifted a pause on the administration's deferred resignation offer to federal employees. That was an offer to pay workers through September if they quit now. But it's no longer available. The administration said it would not accept new applications. These developments reflect the accelerating pace of the Trump administration's campaign to gut the federal government. If Trump and Musk succeed, they could bring about one of the most substantial transformations of the nation's civilian workforce in decades. And that could leave Trump with even more power. Trump spoke to Russian President Vladimir Putin yesterday. That's number 2. The two leaders spoke on the phone for about 90 minutes. The call broke a years-long silence between Washington and Moscow, and it kicked off Trump's ambitious bid to end Russia's war in Ukraine. After the call, Trump had warm words about his conversation with Putin, and another call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
Well, we had a great call, and it lasted for a long time, over an hour this morning. I also had with President Zelensky a very good call after that. And I think we're on the way to getting peace. I think President Putin wants peace and President Zelensky wants peace, and I want peace. I just want to see people stop getting killed.
Putin has ruled Russia for 25 years. He has repeatedly invaded neighboring nations and killed, imprisoned, or exiled his opposition. Trump declared that he and Putin would visit each other's countries and that they had, quote, agreed to work together very closely. It illustrated a deepening alliance between Trump and Putin that is likely to unsettle Ukraine. So, too, would Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's comments at a NATO meeting yesterday. He called Ukraine's desire to recover all of the territory it has lost to Russia since 2014 an unrealistic objective. Number 3. Tulsi Gabbard was sworn in as Trump's Director of National Intelligence. Gabbard is a former Democratic congresswoman, and she was one of Trump's most controversial nominees. Initially, a handful of Republicans voiced skepticism about her qualifications and past actions. Specifically, they had concerns about her views on the acquisition and protection of classified intelligence. And they were alarmed about her past conciliatory approach to U.S. adversaries, including Syria and Russia. But those Republicans overcame their concerns yesterday. The Senate confirmed Gabbard with a vote of 52-48. Former Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell was the only Republican to vote against Gabbard's confirmation. Today, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will face his confirmation vote. He will probably be confirmed to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. That would give the anti-vaccine activist oversight over the nation's health portfolio. Number 4 is an exclusive story from the Post. Pilots got more than 100 helicopter collision warnings near a D.C. area airport in the past decade. An analysis of flight tracking and government incident data reveals a startling picture of safety risks at Reagan National Airport. 104 times in the past decade, airline pilots received cockpit warnings that they were in danger of a mid-air collision with a helicopter near that airport. Last month, a midair collision of a jet and an Army helicopter killed 67 people. The data shows that the potential for such a collision was higher than has previously been disclosed, and it suggests that regulators had ample knowledge of the risks of a collision in the area. A city in California voted to criminalize helping people in homeless camps. That's number 5. Fremont is a city in the San Francisco Bay Area. On Tuesday, it voted to make aiding or abetting homeless camps a misdemeanor. It follows a Supreme Court ruling in June of last year that allowed cities to ban sleeping outside, even when indoor shelter beds are lacking. That ruling emboldened communities across the country to limit protections for the homeless. More than 150 cities have adopted laws banning homeless camps through various new policies. But the Fremont measure is the first of its kind and goes a step further. Advocates are concerned by the law's vagueness, which does not spell out what aiding or abetting camps actually means. They say it could make it harder for unhoused people to receive food, medical care, and other services. Number 6. Disney is scaling back its content warnings on classic films. In 2020, Disney introduced content warnings that autoplayed on some of its older films. The messages said that the movies included, quote, negative depictions and/or mistreatment of people or cultures. It also said that, quote, these stereotypes were wrong then and are wrong now. But an internal email on Tuesday said that the company would no longer autoplay the warnings. A shortened version of them will appear in the details section. The changes affect films including Dumbo, which includes caricatures of racist stereotypes about Black people, and Peter Pan, which refers to Native Americans with a slur. The move is part of a wider revamp of the company's diversity, equity, and inclusion programs as it adjusts to the new Trump era. Trump has signed multiple executive orders targeting DEI. And at number 7, scientists detected a mysterious messenger from the cosmos. At this very moment, trillions of neutrinos are streaming through your body. Neutrinos are subatomic particles generated by nuclear fusion reactions inside the sun. But they also come to us from outside our galaxy, traveling in straight lines from their origins. These particles are way too tiny for you to feel. They're so small, in fact, that the only way scientists can measure them is with massive telescopes submerged deep in water and ice. That's how scientists made a stunning discovery that was announced yesterday, the highest energy neutrino ever detected in decades of searching. It's so energetic that even the explosive death of a star in a supernova could not have created it. Scientists now hope to trace its path to see what cataclysmic event somewhere in the universe may have shot it toward Earth. Right now, they don't know what could have done it, but it could hint that somewhere out there, there's a type of celestial object that has yet to be discovered. All right, you're all caught up. But before you go, a reminder that if you're a subscriber to The Washington Post, you can get access to our shows ad-free in Apple Podcasts. All you have to do is find The Washington Post channel in Apple Podcasts and connect your Post subscription. Then stay tuned for more subscriber-only audio benefits, like exclusive and early access episodes. If you're not a subscriber, this is a great time to start. We have a President's Day sale. That means that you can get a year's all-access digital subscription for just $29. Head over to WashingtonPost.com/subscribe. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.